All right. So I just want to hear things about.
Okay. We've had a number of visits and basically we're in essentially the same place. Jason was he's going to transition. And this one, obviously, the support.
Yeah,
I want to make sure that it doesn't make a mistake.
I want to make sure you don't make a mistake.
Yeah.
Or at least provide you the evidence on which you base your we're acting bereft of any actual information.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. I would say we're taking the news story, narrative,
Right.
So we're saying we believe.
Yeah.
It's like,
That's what I used last time was that of like an alien abduction.
yeah, but
But everything we can measure is the reality of
we can't. I can't measure your, gender, measure your chromosome on the way your XY.
Yeah.
But it doesn't mean that you, in your heart and soul, is a male.
Okay, but in my heart and soul, I could be an alien abductee, and you wouldn't change the reality. You conform to it.
I'm not sure that alien abductee model works.
Have we explored the possibility that this is related to depression? Because I really saw that kind of kicking in before any of this stuff. See this, I think that caused some depression. I think she has a lot of self-consciousness over her appearance. And I also see that this transgenderism is trendy and there's a very aggressive movement indoctrinating children. And so I'm concerned that all of these factors combined together have her pursuing this agenda, hormone therapy or surgery. So, yeah, I understand, that all you're really looking for in terms of confirmation of her transgenderism is like stubbornness, and that's not at all surprising on her part.
I mean, I hear you. I get it. It can't be exclusively on a cognitive level. I think there also has to be the emotional level. And
I think the desire is more of fitting in.
Like I said, I don't think we're going to make much progress on that. But the issue is that I think your child, you expect that your child will go through transition. And I guess the question to you will be, how does this affect your relationship with your family? We'll follow them easily and
everything that you described as related to her condition could basically still be distilled down to sorry, this is kind of hard to challenge.
except that the solution. We listen to their hearts and we listen to their soul and we speak to them over time and we listen to how they're suffering and all of that tells us. And again, within a consensus, we know what these look like in the population, and that's it.
Okay.
Nothing changed.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have an MRI scheduled for the 5th, but there's nothing in the MRI that's going to say, oh, okay.
Would we be able to measure the white matter and gray matter?
I have to ask the radiologist.
Okay, so what would objectively measure something like that?
A lot of the research is done on functional MRI, so they look at, again, not just the anatomy of the brain, but the actual functionality of the brain, and look at where energy is first and where energy is second.
So how do we get one of those?
It's a research protocol. I'm not aware of where to get that.
Okay. It seems like a reasonable measure of due diligence for something like this.
No.
Why not?
From whatever has been done, there's never been any recommendation in any of the guidelines that one does an MRI before to tell you where to go with this. The rationale is that we listen to what the kids are saying, and we listen to what their hearts are saying, what their souls are saying, and
So how do we measure their souls?
by communication.
I see. Now how do you know that a soul exists?
I don't have to answer that question. I don't have any more evidence than I had last time or the time before that, so I grant you that. From our point of view, we feel collectively that we know it well enough that we're prepared to.
You know it better than I do.
Well, in some levels, and we're prepared to support them moving forward.
On no level.
And
not in Nova Scotia.
I don't know in Nova Scotia, but...
Nova Scotia, they're more responsible.
Okay. All right.
So what evidence could I present to possibly falsify this assessment?
I don't understand. The rationality is that you may lose your relationship with your kid.
Okay, but that's just emotional blackmail. That doesn't support your assessment. If this is science that we're talking about, then you should be able to support this with something.
Okay. All right. I think we're probably done. I don't really have anything more to say. I can answer your questions.
I know you don't realize it, but as far as I'm concerned, you're a monster. This is utterly reckless, irresponsible, and the road to hell is paved with good intentions. So if you haven't done your due diligence, then I'm certainly not going to support this.
Okay.
Show me some tests. Show me some evidence. Show me some science behind these guidelines. I'm more than open. I came in here asking for answers.
I agree, and I don't have anything more.